Chainsaw Man. God's greatest gift to anime kind, or curse, depending on who you ask, but for me, I absolutely loved this manga. Our main character Denji is just an absolutely insane guy. Honestly, he's so normal that it kind of hurts, but that's why we love him. Because to me, even though he's not that interesting or unique, I find him to be a very relatable and very unfiltered character, and there's nothing quite like that. So naturally, I really wanted to find a figure of one of the best characters to come out of the modern anime scene. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Figure Friday. Today we'll be looking at Chainsaw Man by Band Presto, a part of their Figuarts Zero line, so let's jump right into it. Before I jump into this review, I just want to take a look at the packaging here because it is a behemoth of a package. And I mean, this thing is big, but just looking at it, we can see some really great shots of Chainsaw Man, and honestly, the very stunning art is absolutely eye-catching. Panning down the back here, we can see some amazing shots of Chainsaw Man with immaculate lighting, a great backdrop, and just how it'll look on your shelf. Well, maybe not quite, but it looks good regardless. The photographers did a great job. This figure is absolutely breathtaking. The sculpt, the design, the colors, the amazing base, everything is absolutely incredible. And then when you factor in its size, 9 inches tall, 9 inches wide, and about 4 inches wide at the base, you get yourself a fantastic deal. And even though it's technically not a scale, it definitely feels like one. Where a lot of sculptors like to focus on the intricacies of the character, the way it's posed, the way it's colored, or the way it looks, I feel like this one really understands the vision of what Chainsaw Man is going for. It just seems to flawlessly represent what Tatsuki Fujimoto's art should look like in a 3D space. And especially given the intricacies of the artistic medium, this is definitely no small feat. This figure really manages to pull off a cool and badass look all at the same time, and it's absolutely incredible the way it does it. That type of expression really isn't too common on figures without joints, so it makes this one feel extra special. Everything about the way Denji looks here in this figure just looks so natural and fluid. It's really great. The way he's just mowing down his enemies and riding their waves of blood is just so cool. It's super appealing to the eye and just looks great on the shelf. Looking at the paint job and the coloring of the figure, I have to say they really did an incredible job. Even with the multicolored plastics, I think it looks really good, and just the grungy, dark tone of all of the colors really comes together and makes Denji look incredible. Even though the blood doesn't have the most realistic looking tone, it's a bit more purple than red, I think it actually fits the narrative a bit more, because it does end up looking a little bit more grotesque, where the more alien nature of all of the devils that the division ends up hunting down. The shading on Denji's clothing is absolutely stunning. It looks very realistic. It's dark when it needs to be. The face is nice and colorful as well, so you don't lose any charm. If you really get a close look at it, you can barely see any seam lines. And they definitely are there, you just really can't see them behind the amazing paint job. And I will say that the arms do look a little funny, just the way they're kind of not shaded to come in and out of the chainsaw blades, but I think they're passable and I don't really mind them at all. As for the blades themselves, they are a little bit flimsy, but they're durable and I don't think they'll break under any particular pressure unless you're really trying to break them. I could see them bend a little bit after taking them out of the package, but really nothing wrong here. Honestly, I really believe this is one of the best looking pieces in my collection, if not the best piece in my collection so far, as most of these complaints are pretty minor nitpicks and I'm just really looking for something to critique. This Figuarts Zero release absolutely blows the pop-up parade out of the water, and it's not even double the price. In fact, both of these figures are pretty affordable, it's just we have a clear winner here for a little extra cash. For me personally, I would rather spend double the price to get a figure that I know is durable, that I know is incredibly well detailed, and that I know has an excellent base. I'm definitely a sucker for excellent bases, because the pop-up parade Chainsaw Man, honestly, it is really good. I think it's really great for the price. It's very durable, it's very sturdy, it looks great, has good coloring. It just doesn't have a very interesting design or pose. It's pretty bland, and it falls a little short in that regard compared to the Figuarts Zero line. This figure really knocks every other figure of Chainsaw Man I've ever seen out of the water. It has a super dynamic, gory looking base. It looks slimy, it's really well painted, and it really just brings the figure to life. It gives it a lot more personality. And one of my favorite things about figures in general are the bases, so I'm really happy that we get a really great base with the Figuarts Zero line, and it really just adds so much character that I don't think would be there otherwise. And just looking at all of the individual strands of gore, the intestines, or whatever they are that Denji's chopping to bits, the colors there, everything just looks absolutely fantastic. I really could not ask for a better representation of one of the greatest manga to come out in recent memory. And I know I've said it a ton, but it is just absolutely stunning. I really do love this figure. I really just want to thank you guys for watching my videos every single week, for leaving a like, leaving a comment, and just interacting with me in general. It means a lot, and I just hope to see you again soon. Alright, take care and have a good night. Bye-bye.